New meta, new vibes, and I'm kickstarting this off with something fun. This deck leans on classic cards but introduces two fresh additions, Hitmontop and Rescue Scarf. Think of it like a no EX Buzzwole style deck, built for aggression, pressure, and board control. Hitmontop plays like a mini Pheromosa, minus the free retreat, which is why I'm running dual X speeds for tempo. And honestly, any deck that pairs well with Marshadow, I'm all in. Hope you enjoy this one as much as I do. Let's get into some games so I can show you the deck. Alright, I'm kickstarting this season with a spicy fighting deck. Yeah, I always love fighting decks. I think it's really strong and fun in general, because it's usually not the standard, like I mean, usually most fighting decks need you to like kind of think a few steps. Well, you do need to think a bit more, I guess, with fighting decks, because especially with this deck, the most health we have is on the Lucario, which is 100 health, so that's not a lot at all. But I mean, this deck is really strong. So I think I played about 20 games with this deck to get into Master Ball, and I probably lost like 5 or 6, maybe 7, but so definitely more than 50% win rate with this deck, at least for the games I went through. But yeah, so yeah, as you can see, we took out the Zubat already. Eevee's, yeah, not gonna make it, so opponent leaves. So most of the time, that's the kind of Eevee decks, right? Or Dark type with anything that's weak to fighting, we do decently well against. Some decks we don't do well against is like Zubat, because I think the thing about the Zubat is like it does 70 damage plus it poisons, so you dive, but Marshadow does not kick in from the death kill, because for Marshadow you need attack death for your Pokemon to die through an attack before Marshadow activates. So that's the kind of sucky part about it. But I think so far I didn't face that many Zubats on my run up, so maybe it's still early in the meta build up. Okay, so here we go first. It's awesome because we do have Lucario, Hitmontop, so we do just take out this Eevee right here. So even if this Froakie evolves into Greninja, we should be fine at least for the next turn. Yeah, that's GG. So yeah, you're kind of aiming for a lot of these games. So I think this deck will still be good for the good start of this meta, but I think as the meta evolves, we will see less Eevee. That's my guess, at least. Okay, so here we start with 2 Riolus, that's fine. Marshadow in general always has a... Okay, so with this deck, you need to watch out for your bench. Marshadow in general goes on the bench, right, for sure. So Riolu and Hitmontop are the ones that you kind of have to manage. In this case so far, okay, it's nice, we get an X speed, but we don't have the Hitmontop. I think in this situation it would be nice to have the Hitmontop. I think let's see what I have. I somehow remember putting out the Marshadow here. Okay, so I do that to protect the Riolu. I did not put down the Lucario because I don't actually need the damage now, and I don't want a situation where I get trapped. Well, I get Sabrina, and I'll just sacrifice the Riolu, and that's kind of fine. Well, in this case, I might actually just give the Marshadow if I get Sabrina, because I don't want to just get taken out by Nightmare Aura. Okay, so here we evolve both because we are kind of fine on the energy department, and our well, it could have counted as risky because if the opponent has a leaf, we would be in quite a bad spot really. But thankfully they don't have leaf, so yeah, we survive here. And we draw Cyrus, so it's GG. Okay, here, okay, this deck is, I believe I lost this, but this deck is, the Skarmory deck's not great for us because we rely heavily on chip damage for this deck, and the Skarmory takes, firstly they take less damage, and I believe this Skarmory deck runs quite a number of heals, so that kind of like it's really hard for us to deal decent damage other than Marshadow coming out and revenge killing or revenge damaging in this case. So I believe, yeah, I'm quite sure I lost this. Yeah, at this point I was kind of like, I don't see a way out really. Because even if we deal... Yeah, I messed up there. I thought I could X-speed back, but I forgot that Hitmontop is to retreat. So yeah, that's the only thing. When I was looking at the cards before this season started, I was like, Hitmontop is really promising, except for the double retreat. If it reminds me of what's that, Sudowoodo, where Sudowoodo was really strong, right? But then I think the 2 retreat kind of messed up a lot of like gameplay. But yeah, so here I just attack because I have to, and I know I'm going down the next turn. So actually the Rocky Helmet in this matchup was kind of the thing that killed us. So yeah, it's pretty much GG. So I mean, I guess I should have left by now. So anyway, this and this Skarmory heals up, so even on the next turn I deal 40 damage, right? But it does not even take out the Skarmory, so I should have left, yeah, by now, yeah. Okay, so starting off with Marshadow isn't too bad in this deck because we run double X speeds. So I mean, at this point I'm kind of searching and hoping to get the X speed. Okay, we don't get it here, which kind of sucks, but I think it's not too... With the X speed we can still kind of use this turn to kind of build up the Marshadow, right? And then pull it back to the bench. Yeah, so here I don't use the rescue scarf because I think the rescue scarf is more for when you have an attacker and you know that there's a high chance it's gonna go down the next round. I think this round the previous turn was still kind of safe, so I did not opt to do that. Okay, so opponent had 5 cards, so yeah, red card makes sense. Yeah, so here I opted to kind of play safe because they could have a leaf and the Lugia could have come out to attack my Hitmontop. So I put the rescue cape because I do, at this point with what I have in hand, I do want to get the Hitmontop back, and hence why I played this way. Here I think it's time to kind of just start attacking. So as always, we want to go for the 1-2 prize, and so that I hit the Druddigon and I hit the Lugia. I mean, it could be. It's kind of tempting to go for the Pichu, right? But I think that leads me to a 1-1-2 end game, which I think it's not. I don't think it's optimal. So I think I'm just gonna bet that the Dredigon would kind of stay in the active and stuff. So on the next turn, it looks like I am going to go down. Okay, so yeah, I decided to put a Lugia, forcing them to have a leaf. At the same time, putting Lugia in range for the Marshadow. So even if he retreats here, that's fine. Okay, but that's worse than the retreat. I think the Irida, which means, okay, so the one good thing was that he's not bricked, because he used Elemental Switch. Really good card, by the way. So at least we clear at this point we clear the Lugia from his energy, and they don't have a Ho-Oh right now, which is awesome for us. And Lucario Marshadow is kind of nice because we deal 120, which on the next turn, if he doesn't heal, we can come in with Hitmontop. And yeah, I mean, this guy's playing a triple energy deck, which is it triple? He might be playing duo. Really, he might be playing duo. I haven't seen an electric, so okay, fine. A dual energy deck. Even so, it's so difficult to maneuver. So here we're in a really comfortable spot, because even if he takes out Hitmontop, we come in with the Marshadow and we take out the Dredigon, especially because we have taken out the Lugia. So the right play for him, or well, the only play for him kind of, is to retreat this Dredigon. So here, the mistake he made was that Marshadow does 40 plus 20 from Lucario, so we do 60, and so we just win the game here. Yeah, GG's. Okay, against the lightning type, generally it's good for us, but because of how fast the decks are right now, it does not mean we doesn't mean guarantee us to win. So here we're looking for X speed, hoping to get into the Hitmontop, because in general, okay, yeah, we have the X speed, so that's nice. In general, you don't want to attack with the Riolu. Yeah, but I guess it's in order of attackers, you would want Hitmontop, well, Riolu, and then Marshadow. So yeah, since we have the X speed and all, opponent have 5 cards, so yeah, it's good. It's good. I think it's good to, and they have used a Professor, so it's good to just it's good to just break out him there. So at this point, I think I'm hoping for Lucario, so we can take out this. Well, the opponent didn't even give us a chance to show the Lucario. Yeah, so I used this deck to rank up into Master Ball. It was fine, kind of all the way. I up till the last like games, and I kept losing. The other thing was I kept starting first, and that was so annoying. But somehow, in the general, this deck does fine starting first. It's not too detrimental, I guess. So I did not put a Scarf here again because okay, firstly I have a Marshadow in hand, so there's no reason for me to need to keep the one in the active alive. Usually I like to use the Scarf on either the Lucario, or I mean Riolu, Lucario, or the Hitmontop. So if you use the Scarf on a Lucario and it gets taken out, you get both the Riolu and the Lucario back, which is kind of cool. And if you're not sure in general, it's just put it on Hitmontop. But here it's awesome because we do take out this Eevee. Okay, so I assume it's an Umbreon Darkrai deck. I think, yeah, at this point I just put the Marshadow down because I don't think we need to get into double Lucario this game. And plus Hitmontop is really low, so it's a matter of time before it, it should go down soon. The opponent's playing it pretty safe. They kind of have to, because if not, the next turn Eevee gets taken out. So we do pull a Cyrus here, it's GG's. Yeah, okay. So yeah, the red getting taken out was kind of bad because my revenge killing would be, yeah, if you get Cyrus or GG. But yeah, it's really nice to have the red because you have Lucario plus red plus Marshadow, which does like in general 140 damage, which takes out like most of the EXs in game right now. Okay, again, yeah, so we start Marshadow. I'm not sure if I did good this game because Donphan is pretty strong. Although I think I would rather be playing Garchomp EX. Firstly, you have more health. You might do less damage in terms of you're dealing 100 damage instead of Donphan's 110. But I think that linear attack is just so strong. Meaning I can target anything on the bench as well. And if people are playing like babies, which I think a lot of decks try to run now, you just get the free kill that way. So at this point, I kind of am hoping, yeah, I'm hoping to get XP. A Lucario would have been, or Riolu would have been nice. Okay, so Riolu is nice here. I think I can't use the Cyrus, but I think I wanted to use the Cyrus because if I had the Cyrus, it would have been nice because that means the chances of a Donphan hitting me for 110 would have been low. But yeah, so opponent break, so GG. But the amount of pressure this deck creates. Yeah, the amount of pressure it creates for the 20 to 2 Pokemons is pretty solid. Plus, if you have Lucario, you do 60 essentially per turn, which is kind of insane. Okay, so this hand, I usually don't like to put everything out like this, especially if I want him on top. But my reason is that I want to keep I wanted to keep Lucario in my hand so that I can take out Eevee this turn, which worked out. I don't know if they have a red card on Mars, but yeah, it kind of, I mean, the main thing is that I got the Lucario through to this turn. That makes the game, well, it forces the opponent to kind of play in a more rushed manner, I feel. So here, I'm only concerned about Darkrai taking oh, I'm kind of surprised I did not evolve there my Lucario, but yeah, I think maybe over here is when I realized I can't let the Darkrai chip me out, so I had to just evolve, get the Marshadow ready, because I think that was the best bet. Like, attacking with Lucario here would have done 80 damage, which is fine. But I think it would have put me in trickier situation. So here, Crobat takes, yeah, and I think it might have been, it's kind of better that I think Crobat's more of a threat compared to Darkrai, as at least in this matchup for us, because the 70 plus the 10 poison damage does not activate Marshadow's ability, or well, Marshadow's attack. I think I should have attacked the Nihilego in this turn. Kind of. I'm not sure what was my thought process for this, but I think hitting the Nihilego. I guess because the opponent loaded the energy on the Darkrai, so I'm just more like I'm kind of more concerned about I mean, like I've said before, like if you're not sure what to attack the Pokemon that has energy being attached to it. So in this case, it is the Darkrai. I'm surprised that they sacrificed this Nihilego. I could have Cyrus here. Okay, I could have Cyrus the Darkrai here, but I think it's a bit. I'm more saving that for if they take me out and I come in with the Marshadow. Then that's the time I want to use my Cyrus, but so. I think I could have waited for my second Cyrus, but sometimes, I mean, it could be on the bottom of your deck and stuff, and you kind of just have to make plays with what you have in front of you. That's fine, because we do run the X speed. In this case, really, it isn't too bad to attack with this Riolu, and then next turn I just evolve into Lucario and start attacking hard. But I think this lets me on the next turn put the energy onto Marshadow. Short of him Cyrusing my Lucario out, Okay, so this is one of the newer decks. Darkrai, Silvally. They might run what's that called? Oricorio in this deck. Okay, a Pichu, yeah, so they do have an Oricorio in this deck. I think I wanted to Iono to get the second Lucario, but on hindsight, I don't think there was a need to rush that. That's why I didn't use it. But okay, so they leave out. I'm not sure I like this guy's play here because here I take out Pichu and I will be able to chip the Darkrai even lower. Which gives me the 1-2 path quite nicely. Yeah, I decided to put the... I don't think it matters too much, but I think if I decided to put the energy on the Marshadow because I was thinking if they do Cyrus and kill my Lucario, that's fine too. I don't actually need the damaged Lucario in this game. Okay, so here I have the rescue stuff and it's perfect for this situation because if they do take out my Hitmontop, I can come in with the Marshadow, or I can come back with the Hitmontop. Especially because yeah, I only have one Hitmontop in play or in hand right now. So yeah, the opponent's basically just trying to not get hit by my shadows. That was a really pointless Dawn, honestly, but okay. Maybe trying to clear his hand, but yeah, I didn't realize I messed up just now because I Iono'd, but I needed my my Cyrus, but thankfully Cyrus came back. We run 2 Cyrus in this deck, so that's the probability of getting it is pretty high. Okay, so we get a good matchup for our deck. Again, it's not... It generally does not mean our matchups are easy. But they're easier for sure. Okay, nice, we get Riolu. So this is kind of one of the perfect setups you could get. Here, I wasn't sure which to take out, so I just... either one's fine, really. Plus, we know that Hitmontop shouldn't get taken out this turn. Okay, opponent just gives up. Yeah, would have been tricky. Yeah, so we came that close. 4 points from Master Ball. I lost a lot of games in between. Yeah. So I played a lot more games from there. I deleted quite a lot of the losses because I just think that it isn't going to be too beneficial for to watch. So again, here we're looking to get into Hitmontop, so an X speed. If not, I guess we would just start attacking with Riolu. And the opponent gets double hits. Does not help us at all, but I think here what I do is I just put the energy on the Marshadow here. You could still put... I don't think putting the Lucario here it's good because if you draw the next Riolu, which is easy for us to get based on Poké Balls, or easier for us to get, yeah, I would want to evolve that. I think in this turn I just put down the Marshadow because I would still bench space. Okay, so Rielu's great. Yeah, I think that's the Marshadow. And from this point, because we're going for 1-2, right? Attacking with the Marshadow in the active is a decently good play because we deal 60 with Lucario. And I mean, Hitmontop, hitting the back with Hitmontop doesn't really benefit us too much right now, at least. So nice, the opponent gets tails. Yeah, so I want the natural play is to retreat this Marshadow, get in with the Hitmontop and attack. But I think with the setup we have, it's better to just use Marshadow as the main attacker now. And already our bench Marshadow is ready to revenge kill, and does 120. So if he takes out, for some reason he takes out this Marshadow through an attack, which I don't think he can. If he had Lucario, yeah, he could have taken out this Marshadow, but I think that puts the second Marshadow, the bench Marshadow, at in range to take out the Guzzlord. So the opponent, I guess, does the right play, only play, I'm not sure, and retreats. Yeah, so this is where I come in with Hitmontop, because all I need is to make sure that I get the Guzzlord into Marshadow's kill range, which it already is right now. But there's nothing that can take me out with a proper attack. So if they come in with Popo, on Nagandel, in this case, we are in yeah, it gets really tricky because it does 40 plus then the poison damage, and if we die to poison damage, we can't revenge kill. So here, I think, let's see, yeah, because they don't have Nihiligo, so my, well, the only way to take out Hitmontop here is to attack me, and if they don't attack me, I have to retreat the Hitmontop this round. But okay, they kill me, so it's GG because we just Marshadow with Cyrus here. For 120, so that's pretty decent damage for a 2 energy Pokemon. So okay, water type. I think I lose this. I thought I saw Rayquaza and I was like, okay, it's easy game, right? But with babies, Rayquaza is kind of scary. I think they had Rayquaza. I'm not sure if they had what's that? Zeraora. I think they might have had Zeraora plus the baby, so they do attack. Yeah, they do attack pretty fast. and the leaf, so yeah, he's pumping from turn 2. The XP here is great. A Marshadow would be great too. Yes, we get that. With these water decks, Irida is so strong because well, with the decks that play water energy, because you get to heal 2 Pokemons or as many 4 Pokemons at one go, if, you know, if it's possible. But in this case 2. So I believe I remember him having an Irida here, yeah, which resets basically both his Pokemon to full health. So in this spot, we actually would have been in, you know, a decent damage if they take out anything, well, one of anything but the Marshadow. But again, because our Pokemons are all really low health, 800, well, most of them are 80, and then we have 100 in Lucario, which you would almost never use as a tank. So yeah, games get tricky sometimes. Yeah, so that's GG. Yeah, I kind of hoping for Hitmontop with an X speed, hence the Iono. We got him on top, so that's, I think, a pretty decent Iono for us. So here I do want to get back the Riolu / Lucario if he gets knocked out, and why, yeah, I put the cape on this early because I'm sure that's what I want. I think Riolu is pretty much, so for Hitmontops you might not want to pull it back, especially if you have another Hitmontop in hand. But then for Riolu, Lucario, you definitely, most of the time, you at least, if there's the option to put 2 Lucarios on the bench, you would want that, and so that's why I have the Scarf here early. Okay, we definitely want the Marshadow in. I think at this point, Crobat was a threat, so it's not safe for me to retreat back in. Well, I want my Marshadow to be ready for if Crobat comes out and takes out this Riolu. So I did not X-speed out this turn. So yeah, this turn I'm probably gonna, yeah, well, that sucks. I mean, that's the bad part about a Scarf over like maybe Granny, but Granny isn't gonna pull you back, pull your Lucario back, so yeah. So I was playing Granny in this deck before I had the Rescue Scarf, before I drew the Rescue Scarf. So It was not bad, but I think on hindsight I might go with Guzma instead of Rescue Scarf if out of the options I have, because I think we are running a low health deck, and a Guzma would help us against like Rocky Helmets or Poison Darts. So here we put Crobat in a kind of risky position where if we draw Lucario on the next turn, we get to come in with Hitmontop and take it out. If not, I mean, Marshadow alone just takes it out. And because we have double Marshadows, we can use the current active Marshadow to just attack. So the opponent plays it safe. I think here I do retreat into the Hitmontop. Why I did not use the X speed is because I think if you can, the X speed should be saved for the Hitmontop. If I put this energy here and I want to retreat on my next turn, I could do that with X speed and load the energy wherever else I think I would need it. So the opponent gets into well, all his evolutions. Yeah, they don't have a leaf or X speed, so we dodge getting attacked this turn. Pokeball just to thin out the deck. I think at this point, well, putting energy on the bench is, I think, pretty much any of the Pokemons. Probably Lucario, if because you're most likely not going to want to attack with the Marshadow the next turn. I mean, the turn that oh yeah, but I think what happens here is, it's I'm just thinking how Crobat's going to my Marshadow won't kick in here, meaning that Revenge Kill won't kick in. I will only deal well, in this case 80 damage to the Crobat. So yeah, that's why the Lucario comes in and that's why I put the energy on Lucario here, because I do survive a Crobat attack next. Okay, so yeah, because I will survive a Crobat attack from, I'll take 70 plus 10 poison. Well, oh no, 70 plus 20 poison, so 90, which kind of puts me in a really weird position because Lucario is just here to tank. I just wanted to burn the X speed because I don't need it next round. Like, I could just retreat with the 2 energies on Lucario. That will probably, the Lucario will probably only have 10 health. So they sacrifice the Nihilego because I have no points, but well, they messed up here because Hitmontop does 60 damage to Nihilego, including weakness, and does 20 to the Sylveon on the bench. So that's GG. I'm not sure what I was looking for here. I think because yeah, it took me a while to find this line. Maybe it was obvious, but it took me a while. So I guess one of the other tips with this deck is never give up, because I think there are a lot of cards that give you outs. Obviously, if you have something that yeah, I'm not sure what, but like a big attacker with big health, maybe like a Dragonite EX. Maybe at times like that there are not many outs, but yeah, I think with most decks, under 140 health, 140 and under health, there's a lot of ways to chip them out and get the kill. So here it would have been so nice to have Lucario on the bench at least. This deck is tricky for us in general because it draws so fast that yeah, and the Lucario here would have been nice because then the Riolu on the bench would have been nice because then we Lucario here, take out this Eevee. Okay, at least we do get it now. So here I just want to get the kill. I'm going to attack the bench Eevee as well because I believe it's gonna evolve into a Sylveon on the next turn, or anticipating that, especially because it has the energy on it. So Sylveon would be kind of bad. Okay, it would have been bad for us, but because Sylveon's at 120, we have Marshadow who does. So in this case, if the opponent had Cyrus plus, yeah, hitting the Marshadow, pulling the Marshadow out, it would have been GG for us. Because we do need the Marshadow to KO. I think they didn't anticipate. I'm not sure. I'm gonna assume they didn't have a Cyrus here. So we did have Lucario, plus we do have red, so we deal 140 damage. Which is pretty scary if you think about it. It's like 2 energies, 140, like potentially 160 damage. Okay, so I think this is the new yeah, the one with Darkrai. So Pichu, Lucario, and two Darkrai's if I'm not wrong. And this, yeah, I was thinking if I should Iono or our professors here a red card. I was kind of hoping to get a red card because the opponent has 5 cards in hand. Slowing them down will be good for us in general. Yeah, and the opponent has drawn everything. The 2 professors, 2 Pokeballs. The red card has nothing we could have done there really. Arguably gave us a better hand. I mean, I like this hand better, so we just, yeah, go and double Riolu, that's nice. So we maintain focus, we just go for the Darkrai. And it means that on the next turn, we can either evolve or just use red to take out this Darkrai. I think the opponent silvers me here, then takes the red out, which thankfully for us, we do have Lucario. So yeah, it's GG here. I think this deck does well against most baby decks because even if the baby's not in the active, we can poke it on the bench. So yeah, I think that's why most of the baby decks I came up against, I wasn't too, it didn't get too sweaty. So yeah, the Lucario plus the Hitmontop, the Lucario plus whatever in general does like 40 damage at least, and that's pretty huge for us. Okay, so if I'm not wrong, this would be the Tyrogue Darkrai variant, which I do really like. I think it's a really strong deck. So yeah, play my hand to 3 cards because I intentionally want to keep Lucario in hand. And next turn we do, yeah, this turn we do take out the Tyrogue and deal damage to the Darkrai. So yeah, I definitely want to keep this Hitmontop if I can because I don't have another attacker. think I messed this up. Oh no. Okay, yeah. I still want this. I wanted to make sure that my Lucario could revenge kill the next turn. I mean, be able to attack the next turn. So I made sure that I attack this turn, get enough chip damage off, and hope for no heals or potions, such that Lucario does 60 plus red, which is 80, and that's how you win this. But yeah, Marshadow comes out when the turn that we don't need it anymore. So that's GG's. Okay, so yeah, pretty much the perfect starting hand. So I do want to keep Riolu in hand, so I just threw everything down. The opponent has to kind of evolve here, not just sacrifice Eevee this turn. Okay. I'm still hoping to get a red card. I think the opponent at this point is just holding out from putting Pokemons down because of Hitmontop. We can tell normally by this turn if they start to put everything on the bench. So it looks like a Executor, probably a Alolan Executor. Thankfully, they don't have enough energy for the Executor this turn, the next turn at least. If not, it could be really bad for us. Yeah, I have no real reason to put the Scarf down for the Marshadow, especially because I have another one on the bench. So I just hold it now since I only have one card. No real reason to Mars me. And if they do, yeah, that's fine. I don't need to use it, so it's there's no reason I feel to put it down this turn. So yeah, this is another case of just using Marshadow to be in the front and just be the primary attacker. Yeah, here I put the Mars because I do have a bit more cards and I don't want to be in Mars range. So him taking out Marshadow here, if he has Will, okay. If he had a Will, it would have been fine. But in this case, it's great too. You're definitely gonna, yeah, I was gonna definitely red card there and then research. Alright, yeah, that was my rank up game. So we made it to Master Ball pretty quickly. I think I played a total of 40 games and won 25, lost 15 in total, but I did test a lot of other decks as well. So it's not only this deck. But yeah, because I think I started in UB4 this season, because last season I kind of pushed deeper. I didn't even get into 10k, I was at like 1,900 points, but yeah, I did not even get into 10k. But it's nice to start UB4 because yeah, it was a simple grind. Yeah, so do check out, do test this deck. I think if you like fighting decks, you like something strong, not part of the current meta at least, This is the only deck. I did a longer video for this mainly because I don't think many people are gonna make a video on this, and well, I guess you could learn as much as possible from this video. Because yeah, I found this from Twitter. There was this Japanese guy that used it to get the Master Ball, so I was like, okay, let's test this. Any fighting deck I'm kind of willing to test because I love fighting decks. Yeah, and it did super well. So I mean, it doesn't look great on paper, right? But when you actually play the games, I think if you with this video you've seen, it's enough. It's enough to win most of the matchups at least. Again, there'll be some matchups that you won't do good against, but that's every deck. Every deck's gonna have a matchup that you're not gonna do well against. I think so. The Skarmory deck is one that we don't do well against, and thankfully that's not a very strong deck in the meta, so we're not going to see that much. But the poison decks are the ones that you have to really watch out for, because yeah, you have to make sure you don't die as much as you can. Don't die to poison damage. If not, your main damage dealer in Marshadow does not kick in. So yeah. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.